Welcome.
You are watching Line Screw 1.
Well, hello tubers, hope you're doing well wherever you are in this crazy YouTube universe. Today I'm coming to you from the heartland of British Columbia, where it is a beautiful hot day. Probably going to hit in the low 30s, that's Celsius. So, pretty nice day, can't complain. But let's get to the topic of discussion. As you all know, I've just come back from a cruise to Alaska, and it was quite apparent to me that the Bud Light fiasco has even affected the cruise lines. For example, they were not pushing any Bud Light. They were not holding, obviously, many Bud Light products. They obviously didn't have much Bud products on board, including the dreaded Bud Light. In fact, the entire cruise, I saw one red label, traditional Budweiser, King of the Beers, on the cruise ship. Because I was on Holland America, which is older, more conservative, skewing clientele. And why would they stock a product that they know we don't want? They're smart. They're in business to make money. So why would they carry woke products that do not cater to their audience? Because I can honestly say that at least Holland America knows their audience, and they know that wokeness can mean brokeness in terms of their alcohol sales. So I'm very proud to report that, and we keep winning. We keep winning because it's all about reality. It's been an amazing week to be a conservative, and conservatives all over North America should be proud this week, especially with the big victory that is continuing with the Bud Light sales falling. The distributors are in panic mode. Many of them are concerned what happens when the shelf space allocations in September come up and Bud Light sales are down, so those spaces are going to be allocated. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful victory. The company's share prices keep getting hammered, as they should be. And then, just a few days ago, the re-release of the documentary, What is a Woman? Another great victory for us conservatives. I know some of the wokesters that were still holdovers from the ultra-left liberal Twitter were still around, and they tried to ban, suppress, and warn, and try to lower the ability of that documentary to be seen through their algorithm. Well, Elon Musk came to the rescue, and some of those people are now fired. Some of them have resigned, as they should, because it was just a matter of time. You can't suppress reality, because everybody knows what a woman is. Everybody knows what a man is. And if you're not one of the 200 million or so people around the world that has not seen What is a Woman, you gotta see it. One of the fastest most viewed documentaries in recent years. It's been viewed by more than all the liberal media combined in the last week. And makes me feel proud of all of you conservatives out there who are spreading the word. And maybe some of you liberals have come to your senses and realized that reality can't be suppressed. No, because we know what people are. We know what woke is. We know what the agenda is all about. We know that this is bad for business. We know it's bad for society. We know it's bad for children. And I really applaud Matt Walsh and the crew for putting that video together and to release it for free for the world. And you know, it's quite a Pride Month. Very proud, very proud. I know the Pride Month isn't supposed to be for us conservatives, but I think we're allowed to be entitled to be proud here in June. So, the victories keep continuing because you can't suppress reality and truth that long. Too many of these wokesters have been controlling those algorithms and these companies, and you know, we can see the agenda and the end game, and it's not going to happen. because people like me and millions of you out there are talking about it to your friends, your family, your neighbors, your pastors, everybody out there. We know which way is up. And I'm not ashamed, in fact, let's use the word proud, to be a conservative, to stop this crazy agenda. And it goes in every direction, not just all the social agenda, but the fiscal agenda, because we know the liberals just love to tax and spend, and they want taxpayer money to be spent on silliness, things that we cannot afford. We're actually heading into a lot of austerity. Let's face it, with the budget crisis behind us, we had a small little rally in the stock market. Thank you very much, Republicans, for hammering that deal out. We had a little rally on Friday. Monday was kind of so-so. Today, personally, you know, the market was relatively flat, but for me, many of my holdings went up. I adjust my portfolio every so often. So I think if we're cautious and we're conservative in the way we live and the way we see the world is going to do all right. And our main goal is to just speak out against silliness, wokeness, and things that we cannot afford that the liberals keep advocating for. It's time to bask in the victory that is coming, because if this trend continues, boy, the ground is going to be filled with the tears of liberals all over North America. Which is good, because we've got a dry spell going here. Ironically, I'm in the company of many conservatives here in this community. This is a rural community where people know which way is up. And you guys all know that. In the United States, we'd call that the flyover states. Well, this is a flyover area, I guess, of British Columbia, because the libs tend to live amongst themselves in the big cities. Anyway, a little windy here. Hopefully the audio is not suffering because of it. But I just had to crank this video out and tell you, hey, you know what? Take a cruise on Holland America. You won't see the woke. And I just wanted to celebrate some of the victorious moments that we've had this last week as conservatives. And I want you to put your comments down below and answer the question of why do you think nearly 200 million people have seen that video, and why is it so popular? I personally know why it's so popular. I personally know why Bud Light is suffering. I personally know why the liberals are losing their minds now. But you, put your comment down below and shed some of your wisdom of why we are so victorious now with the way the world is turning slowly our way again. Yes, I know politics is like a pendulum. It does swing left and right. And it's swinging in our direction now, folks. I'm very proud of all of you guys, because obviously these type of changes can't come with just a few people like Matt Walsh. No, they can't. It takes everybody. To quote a lefty principle, it does take a village. Yes, it does, sometimes. I get it. So, anywho, I got to get back into the air conditioning here soon, because it's quite a blisteringly hot day, and I figured I would share some of my thoughts with you, and you please share your thoughts with me and with the audience in the comments down below. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, keep your wheels on the ground. I'll talk to you soon. Over and out.